On this episode of Now Loading News, we'll see a short video about suicide awareness, how a club at school is trying to make a difference, talk story about the first quarter coming to an end, and see how simple techniques impact a person's daily life. That's what's next on Now Loading News.
Wanalua High School presents
Now Loading News.
In association with Minimac,
showcasing the latest highlights
And giving voices
To stories untold.
Welcome to
Now Loading News.
Aloha and welcome back to another special edition of Now Loading News. We hope you had a great summer and start to your 2022 to 2023 school year.
I can't believe it's already the end of the first quarter. It feels like the first day of school was yesterday. My name is CJ Bassingthwaite.
And I'm Jade Batad, and we'll be your host for this month's show. With it being a new school year, getting back into the groove can get a bit stressful and overwhelming. We tend to forget the significance of keeping our mental health in check. Let's see how we can prevent unnecessary anxieties with Kobe and Now Trending.
Hey guys, I'm Kobe Casinas with your social media scoop. Like Jade was saying, we forget how much of an impact our mental health has on our daily lives. Sometimes we keep it to ourselves, though when it's needed, we should always ask for help.
Thank you, Kobe. I definitely agree that we should always ask for help, especially if we're having suicidal thoughts or feelings. It can really make a difference. Speaking of that, one of the many clubs that we have are trying to make their own difference. They're finding ways to help each student piece by piece. Here is Building the Future.
Robotics Club is an organization where a group of kids come together with the goal of building something greater themselves.
For the upcoming event, September 10th, the 50th anniversary Wanalua event, we're hoping to raise money to buy more materials and more electronics for our robots.
I think this is also a really good opportunity because the new members get a chance to work with the parts, work with the older members. It's a really good mentor, like senior to newer member relationship.
Although it's only their second year being president and class advisor, they have earned the trust of the whole team.
There's a whole lot I would trust him with, and there's a whole lot he trusts me with. At the end of the day, I am responsible for everyone in here, as well as he himself.
He did extremely well. He was very supportive, very helpful. Even if he didn't know much, he definitely helped out in any way he could.
Everyone knows a little bit about the competition or even the process of what goes on because maybe they've been there before.
With this special bond, the team has allowed everyone to seek assistance, making learning easier in the classroom.
After going through competitions together and building robots together, it's definitely created a bond where it's much easier for me to talk to him about anything.
It's always good to rely on each other and build off of each other's knowledge.
This is Dylan Sano for
That's just
Now
how
Loading
things
News.
are. Usually you can build it better the second time.
Helping our community and our peers is something we should always try to do. Not only will it benefit things and people in the present, but also our lives in the future. As many of you may know, the first quarter of the school year is coming to an end. Crazy, right? Let's see what others have to say about it. Here's Talk Story.
Hey guys, I'm Stella Nishimura with Talk Story. It's great that school is finally going back to normal. We don't have to use face masks or social distance from our friends. Here's what people on campus have to say.
I think my first quarter was pretty well, honestly, for senior year, considering that everyone said that it was going to be one of the hardest years after junior year.
Good, I guess. I mean, I struggle in some classes like math.
I think my first quarter went really well, actually. I was able to keep most of my A's.
Last year, now finding a college is kind of a pain so far. It's a bit annoying. All your choices are either limited or super huge.
Trying to keep up with homework and also keeping my grades up.
I know people now because last year was my first year.
It feels normal once more, not having to deal with all the restrictions as it was before.
It's more lighter. I don't wear my mask as often as I used to last year.
So far, it's been very chill, honestly.
It's interesting to hear about how the students' first quarter went. I think it's safe to say that we all felt a little bit stressed out, but it was nice to be with friends and be productive at the same time. Now, let's get back to Jade and CJ.
Thank you, Stella. If you're a teenager in high school, it's a given that you'll be anxious and overwhelmed. It might be because of a project that's due tonight at 11:59, or you're up all night studying for final exams, or even dealing with typical high school drama. Though there are many ways to fix this or even prevent it from happening, one way in particular helps students to ground themselves. Here's Reason to the Breathe In.
Breathe in. We always just make sure that we're in a good state of mind. We take deep breaths because especially with what students go through now, they're so stressed about everything. They even make it more stressful than it really is.
Mr. Setsa, along with the other teachers in the music program, use the breathing method in the beginning, middle, or ends of classes and practices.
What I do is I play music really soft, and you can't even hear it. Even when they settle down, and then when we take a breath and we start stretching and the class starts, all of a sudden it's really, really amazing.
Before I even introduce it to my students, I would like for them to get focused. Of course, it's just having to set their mind in a positive way where they know with purpose.
The students who are in music all use it during or outside of school in many different ways.
Not everything works for everybody. I cannot say that it does. I think that that's their decision to make.
Provided that they use it in the right way with the right intentions.
Yeah, I use the breathing method outside of school all the time. It's something that helps me give me a reset whenever I'm going into something big or whenever I'm just really upset at something because something may change.
So yeah, it just helps me calm down and simmer.
Oh, I also use it outside of school sometimes, like whenever something's big happening or like there's an event that I have to go to, then I usually use it beforehand. Yeah.
I usually don't really use it, but I use it like during performances. Like I usually like do like solo stuff. I guess if you're like scared or have anxiety on like tests and stuff, you can breathe. Not the like exercise your fingers, just breathing.
Yeah, I always recommend people to use it, and especially under pressure.
Sometimes students just forget to take a breath.
With this technique, it helps students overcome the challenges life has to offer. I'm Ashlyn Tamura reporting for Now Loading News.
Good job, thank you for that.
Breathing not only helps us to survive, but as said in the video, it helps us to reset, calm down, and relieve anxieties. It's a great way to take a step back from a piece of paper or even a computer screen and focus in on the bigger picture. Asking for advice, helping our community and ourselves is how we'll have a more successful future.
Well, that's it for today. Feel free to stay in touch with us by following our Instagram at MOHS_broadcast. If you would like to contact us, you can find our information on our website. On behalf of the team, thank you for tuning in and take care. I'm CJ Bassingthwaite.
And I'm Jade Batad. And the loading is now complete.